We're going to talk today about solid wood working as part of our tech tour to see the innovations presented here at Silexpo. We're here with SCM Group, a well-renowned brand. So we're here with Marketing Director Walter Biagi. Good morning, morning everybody. I've been working for 20 years at SCM and I'm a marketing manager for solid wood solutions. I would say we can go inside our booth. We have here our first solution that we presenting here at the fairground. We're talking about planing. This is the model which is mostly sold, Super SNT, so it's an interesting evolution. Superset NT. We focused a lot on ergometry, flexibility of use. It's not easy technology. So stuff must be followed constantly when setting up the machine. So we've developed a number of functions helping this pathway, making the machine extremely intuitive, easy to set, with the goal to achieve the best possible result in terms of finishing, performances, productivity. So this solution specifically, you see that from the moment when the tool is purchased, you can read its characteristics using this preset, which is found at the head of the machine. Once the main characteristics have been read, they are transferred directly to the supervisor, which is Maestro 4 side, which has got the same user experience as the interfaces we use within the SCM group. So they are extremely intuitive and easy to use. This is just to give you a taste of what intuitivity can be in the use of this machine. Next step, follow me. So line of product, so machining centers, thought for making chairs, but more in general, they're thought to meet design needs, because we do see that there's an interesting trend going. Customers increasingly ask to be able to realize design items, objects, valuable objects, with important working volumes, major ones. This is Balestrini idea, 5-axis head with 3 exits, extremely flexible, and it's equipped to do 2 different wood processing. On the one hand, it's the back of the chair, and on the other side we have a rotating head, so to make objects. This is a gadget, for instance, but you can make chair legs. So it's any kind of small furniture item. It is well appreciated for its compact size. But then there are areas where the runs are much more in terms of numbers. We have a totally cabineted solution for major volumes, to make staircases, furniture items of 100 different kinds. So this is for craftsmen, really. Craftsmen entering the CNC machining world for the first time. Yes, it's like first purchase machinery, but whoever uses it still has to have a culture of woodworking. It has to be a craftsman with experience, and the craftsman experience coupled with our solutions and software solutions available on the market. I mean, it can program the the machine very easily and can transfer his own baggage of knowledge into the machine and the software machine. So yes, it's still a CNC machining center, and it's quite evolved in its kind. Then we can switch gears here. Here we have another machine, totally different from the previous one. It was thought for specific functions. The PICO word, so it's a solution to meeting a specific need, which is to make joints, like in the word of chairs, but the word of cabinets as well. When I think about doors, 5-element doors, I need to make joints. Between joints between studs and beams. So this is a new machine that we have decided to bring here to offer the Italian market solution. This machine specifically realizes Matador, but also the French joint solution. So it's solutions that are mostly used in the Anglo-Saxon world, like the French joint, for instance, not much used in the Italian word, woodworking word, but it's a choice I've decided to make to stimulate the market somehow. It's a market niche, but we do have quite an interesting solution. I would conclude this tour for solid wood working, stopping here, this panel. This is where we present our latest innovation, very important project that SCM Group has been investing a lot in the last years. A new machining cell for windows and doors. It's called WindowFlex, and it's conceived, thought for craftsmen and window manufacturers that need flexibility, but are also looking for a simple and fast solution to be able to transfer their purchase orders into a finished product. So this flexible cell was developed along 3 lines of direction. The first one was to have solutions, clamping systems that can allow you to fix the window in a solid way, stable way, excellent finishings, same blocking system, whether we talk about European window or Scandinavian or Anglo-Saxon window, that are notoriously very different from one another. So this is the first point. Then we worked from the concept of having a direct exchange in woodworking, so to switch from one function to another without having to use auxiliary devices for repositioning wood pieces to ensure stability and high finishing quality. Then another important element is represented by working units, machining units, because they are very powerful, up to 15, 17 meters a minute for finishing, including hardwood, 20, 25, 30 kilowatt. Of course, we wanted to overcome the idea of having machining units dedicated to single functions. So we thought 2 groups are interchangeable and say they can all do any type of work or woodworking activity, profiling, planing, whatever. This means we have the solution that can also have a tool warehousing system in order to equip both machining units that make up the whole system. So we thought a lot about simplification when designing the machine, reducing the amount of tools that are needed, because without doubling functions, the same sub-tool can be used with most electron spindles. So this means cost saving and rapidity for clients. The last element for this project is developing a solution that can ensure full autonomy during the woodworking phase. Because if you avoid the direct presence of staff, resources, while the machine is working, staff can be used in other areas of the factory, so that means of the plant, so that client resources are increased. So we thought about warehouses, load banks that contain a lot, innovative solutions, like for instance an idea that we brought here is an anthropomorphic robot that can withdraw elements to be worked from a cart, bring them to the machine. Once they've been worked, they are placed into another cart. And again, this is complete autonomy of the machine, because then staff will be dedicated, 100% dedicated to other activities within the company, within the factory. So these are a few solutions that we have brought to the market. Last summer, we launched this product by presenting it to a selected niche of our clients to get their feedback, their perceptions. Because before getting to large-scale production, we wanted to make sure that the product would be able to meet their needs. The answer we got was extremely enthusiastic, and the market appreciated very strongly this project. So we were, that gave us a momentum, and we are bringing it to the market. These days, we are delivering the first few machines right these days. We are ready to fly high, on the word of Solid Wood.
Is the machining cell autonomous also to load and position the various pieces? Yes, it certainly is. The purpose was to engage the operator with the workflow rather than controlling or checking that the machine actually performs the activities and that the machine has its pieces constantly. The operator is required to prepare the semi-finished product. It equips the carts. The carts are then placed in front of the machining cell, and then the machining cell is completely autonomous. And what's the maximum productivity that can be reached? Well, these are extremely interesting solutions. Productivity values could be something like 1 piece per minute. But please bear in mind that this market segment and this type of clients are not after performance in absolute terms, because we can also offer other solutions that go beyond this productivity parameters, but this type of customers is looking for a rapid, swift solution, the possibility of changing product types quickly or the number of elements to be produced in order to keep up with the seasonal character of the product. So this is so much important that whenever I need a high productivity, because I'm right in the middle of the doors and windows production season, I can also program my machine to work on several shifts. The operator, during his regular working shift, prepares a number of carts, up to 50 components or elements each, and then he leaves the carts just by the machine, and the machine during the following shift will complete the activity. So this is the concept that we've tried to put forward. Let me just spend a couple of minutes on the name of the machine, Windorflex, because we want to emphasize the concept of flexibility over the concept of productivity. But also we wanted to remind us of another element. SCM has been the absolute reference point for inline solutions and productivity-driven solutions. Our past is very important. It was called Method in the 90s, and then Windows 20, 40, 60, Windows 100. So the entire first decade of the 21st century was dedicated to productivity. We want to go back to that history. We go back to our customers, but we now offer the natural evolution of that pathway. After 15 years or 20 years of use of systems that have made history, now for the same very customers, we have thought a new solution, a flexible machining cells like WindowFlex. Thank you. Very interesting explanation. Thank you to you for visiting me. Congratulations and all the best for the rest of the exhibition. We'll now carry on and we'll go to another area of solid woodworking. Tommaso Martini is here with us. We're still at SCM. Good morning, welcome. I am in charge of the business unit dealing with the machine centers for timber building, so studs, beams, trusses. This is a growing business. SCM is trying to grow in this area too. We're trying to meet all the demands from customers. We are presenting a new machine virtually here at Steel Expo, beam and walls. We couldn't bring it here because of its size. It's a machine dedicated to working CLT panels, cross-laminated timber panels. This is a machine that can be integrated with the manufacturing plants of our customers, solid wood beams and walls. It's a machine addressed and thought for middle-sized enterprises who are starting their business with CLT systems. This is a machine that can be integrated in their manufacturing flow, automatic systems to clean the working area, to load and offload the machines, and it can be fully integrated with the customer's manufacturing flow. Another important piece of this project is a software. The software we use is Maestro Beam and Wall. It's part of the Maestro suite used by SCM for setting up machining centers. It's dedicated to this sector. We are presenting a new version of this software. The interface has been renewed and renovated, and also the features. 3D designing features, complex forms and shapes, nesting on CLT wall panels. This is something that we can do on our program interface. We have a demo working station here that we use to explain to customers how our Maestro Beam and Wall software works. And this is a choice that is fundamental for whoever deals with timber building. This is the program interface used by our customers. So we have design features. A file is then exported. It can be automatically exported, and we can process the entire project. The programming is occurs automatically. Here you can see the simulation of the workflow that it's then done, of the working process that it's then done by the machine. Anything that I have programmed in the software is actually problem-free when I get to the production phase. This ensures or prevents having any downtime of the machine. And on the other hand, this system allows to calculate better manufacturing times, and it helps to better manage all the production-related commitments. What markets are you targeting? Italy too, with this new machine? Yes, we are also targeting Italy as a market. Italy does have a very long tradition. Wooden-made roofs have a long tradition in Italy, but now there are new evolving markets. North American market, for example, where we're really growing in high numbers. The utilization of wood for multi-story building is growing in North America, and this is an extremely important aspect. There is a strong push towards better eco-friendliness, and nowadays regulations allow to build up to 18-story high buildings, and so that's why the demand is growing up to 18 floors. And that's where we are going to record remarkable growth, hopefully not just in this market, but hopefully in Europe too. Let's talk about France, for example. France has set some constraints on CO2 production. So building companies, we have to build with wood. And then there are also other markets that are important. Then we have the Asian market. We have a lot of installations in Japan, which is still an important end consumers market for SCM. Perfect. Thank you, Tommaso. Thank you for your explanation. Excellent. Matteo, who's next now on the list? Thank you. Thank you again, Tommaso, on my behalf too. Let's now move to Greta. That's a solid woodworking machine manufacturer. It's very near. Here we are, Piero Daschini. Piero, thank you for welcoming us. Please tell us something about your new novelties at exhibition Xylexpo 2022. Good morning and welcome to our booth. We're happy to be back live in person. Due to the various reasons we couldn't be together. I'm happy to see you back here. We have a Pocket V5. It's lathe turning machine with 5 axes. Basically, several solutions for milling, cutting, and sanding are brought together into one single machine. It's a 5-axis machine. Let's get closer to our machine so that you can see it better. This is a turning and cutting machine, 5 axes. So many different processes from cutting to sanding and other axis-based processes can be accomplished. It's a small working island where the operator basically watches over the machine for the offloading part or phase, and then the machine works automatically. This is one of our trump cards. We started developing it many years ago, and next to it we have her elder sister. It's called Mythica. This is a machine that ensures larger capacities in terms of diameters and lengths. The first machine we can work diameter of maximum 5.50, whereas this one works a diameter larger than half a meter. So we can work table legs and for the first machine, whereas this one can work on pillars, columns, which can also be as heavy as 100 kilograms. Over the past few years, we've attached a lot of attention to the sanding process. This group has 3 sanding units. It's very unique in this respect. We have a longitudinal sanding, brushing type of treatment, and a cross sanding process. Then we have another product, Argo G Max. This is a project which we developed both for the furniture market, panels, but also for those customers who need something different than a classical conventional piece of furniture. Customers that work valuable wood species, prestigious wood species. There is an automatic cleaning system of the plane. There are tools that clean the base part of the machine. It removes the dust. It has several heads. We can also reduce the time cycle. This is one of the major novelties that we wanted to exhibit at Exil Expo 2022, and the response we are getting from our customers is very positive. They seem to be happy with it. So this machine can be used for panels, but also solid wood panels, correct? Exactly, that's the concept. There are 2 operators units and 5 axes, which are, and they are made of special materials, and we can perform large chip removal activities. So our machines are very robust, very strong, very resistant, and they can ensure excellent speed of working, high performances, and excellent quality. Thank you for this explanation. Thank you for visiting. We are broadcasting live this interview. Why don't you tell us something about your novelties and your new products this year? So tell us something about the new products, your new releases. Well, this year we are showcasing historical 5-axis machining centers, such as double-headed machines with automatic loading function. But we also have mobile start, the 5-axis machines and 5-axis portal machines. But the big piece of novelty has to do with lathing, turning machines. We are presenting 2 machines that are running for the XIA Award, which we hopefully will win this year too. And these are 2 machines that deal with turning and lathing processes in a different way. The first one is actually a machining center. No, sorry. Is a lathing machine, a CNC turning machine with 4 spindles, so it can turn 4 pieces at the same time, simultaneously, without copying them, because Bacci used to produce 4 turning points, but with a copying system. And this is a machine that Bacci has been producing ever since the 50s, but we have modernized it by adding productivity benefits, quality benefits, and new processing options that the copy system-based machines doesn't offer. The other machine that will run for the XIA Award is a turning center with multiple units, cutting, sanding, and also a 4-axis head that allows to process pieces thanks to a patent that we have registered, and it allows us to work simultaneously 2 pieces in it. So what is the typical end user of these machines? Well, I would say that it could be third-party companies, so small enterprises, but also the typical customer or users of this machine could be large factories. These are machines that can work and process large batches, especially the 4-spindle turning machine, but also short or small batches, because the setup times are really very limited, very quick. I bet you have great expectations. Yes, we do indeed. And the first days of the exhibition were very satisfactory. We thought fewer people would visit us, but the first day we had a lot of attendance, a lot of visitors. The second day, not that much, but today was a very good day, very successful day. Now we are on the lunch break, so we're a little bit less crowded. Thank you, Paolo. Here we are live on streaming. We are here with Walter Grunig, who is the director of Weinig Bozen and director of Weinig Italian. Good morning and welcome to our booth, Xilexpo 2022. Weinig decided to take part in this exhibition because we strongly believe in its value. As far as I'm concerned, we are very much satisfied and happy with the number of visitors that we are receiving at our booth. We are happy to have made this decision to participate. Walter, can you tell us about anything new here with regards to solid wood working? What are the most representative and innovative solid wood working machines, and can you please show them to us? Well, sure, I can. Let me introduce you to some of our novelties, which we are exhibiting here at Xilexpo. There is a new product. Actually, it's not that new. It's called the Profimat 30. This is a machine, the so-called entry-level machine. It is supposed to reflect the technology of larger machine. Please follow me so that I can point it to you. There are different products showcased, from the first process, longitudinal shearing, then crosswise shearing or cutting. One of the novel products for Xilexpo 2022 is this one, Profimat 30. We went back to an historical name of our machines, Profimat. We hadn't included it in our product portfolio in the past few years, but we've resumed it. It's very easy to use with the new touchscreen technology. And you can easily manage and control it just like a smartphone. It's a small-sized, flexible machines, profiling machine on each side. Thickness and dimension is pretty compact. This is meant for small enterprises, artisan, craftsmen, and something I really care a lot about is this machining center for doors and windows. I wanted it here at the exhibition, XS. This is a newly designed and conceived machine. Product name is Conturex. This machine aims at being very flexible in the production of doors and windows. High productivity performances. You can make up to 50, 60 doors and windows finished products per shift. There are some technical innovations in it, such as the Z-axis with variable positioning, some other axes, 5-axis engine, so you can really cover an entire spectrum of processes that we couldn't accomplish with the previous models. It shows a new outer box, more easily accessible for maintenance and cleaning operations. So you basically cater to the needs of the small artisan enterprises with Profimat up to the large companies with this one. So you're dealing with the Italian market. I would imagine this type of machine is sold and marketed in Italy. Yes, I'm General Director of Weinig Boats in Italy, so I'm in charge of the entire Italian market. Specifically, this machine is already sold to an end customer in Italy. Several other machines that are now displayed here at the booth will be delivered to our customers in Italy. And yes, we cover the needs of small enterprises to large industries. Our booth here covers a surface area of 1,100 square meters gross, so we could not exhibit industrial or ready-to-use industrial plants, complete plants, but we do have them in our offer. Thank you, Fabrizio. Thank you for this explanation. It's very informative. Weinig really covers the entire spectrum. Thank you.
Well, we have a machining center with a typical equipment for chair manufacturing chair components, and the new thing is the lathing unit with an automatic withdrawal system. So it solves the limit of traditional machining because it automatically picks the heads. So it's a lathing unit that automatically picks the heads, so that saves time. This is the new concept, and then from here we can actually work on a numberless additional applications. That's what you're seeing here. For the rest, it's 5-axis setup with 12 position tool changes and planes and the tool is controlled for length and diameter by means of a laser check system. And what is this machine? What's the target of this machine? Serial manufacturing, because it has to be elastic and flexible. Yes, the must, today's must, is flexibility. So automation, automatic movement of all positionings with relative easiness or simplicity, and a user interface that is as intuitive as possible. With this setup, we believe we have achieved the best compromise. Well, the machine is it's beautiful. Thank you. Yes, we worked on the aesthetics side as well. That does matter nowadays. Compliments, many compliments. Thank you. Thanks a lot. What else? Well, as far as we are concerned, we are satisfied because everything, we've already exceeded our expectations. So everything that is going to come next is beyond, really. Thank you. We are happy for you.